What's up, Terryville? We are back here live having a salon session conversation with me, Terry Baptiste, Nakia Style of Hairbender Salon, Mecca. What's your name? Who you going by?
Everlasting Styles by Mecca.
Speak up, girl. Speak into
I said Styles by Mecca, Everlasting Styles Salon.
Okay. So, because you ain't not gonna be able to hear you, girl. But at any rate, we're talking. Come on a little closer, Nakia. And we're just shop talking about hair and stylists and come on here the other side and clients and all of that other good stuff. So the first thing we want to discuss is clients asking stylists to duplicate another stylist's hairstyle. What's your take on that?
Well, personally, how I feel, Picasso does not do Van Gogh work.
Yeah.
So every artist, is their own artist, and you just need to respect, you just have a respect for your stylist. Yeah, I probably can do something similar, but it's always going to have my twist. It's going to always have Nakia style on it.
So, that's what I was going to say.
Because I've been hearing people say that, and because I've been kind of a pioneer at this, I've been hearing younger stylists say, well, they don't like me because the people trying to demand them to do my work. First off, stylists, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Right. So stop hating on me because of that. Oh my God. But secondly, I think the clients are wrong. You should tell these clients, hey, my name is Joe Blow. My name is not Terry Baptiste. So I'm not going to duplicate Terry Baptiste. And I would recommend any stylist tell a consumer, hey, if you want what Terry does, go to Terry. Because the same thing, if somebody wants what Mecca does, Mecca did some Bantu knots on me one time. I don't do Bantu knots. I'd rather watch paint dry. But if you want some Bantu knots, I'm going to send you to Mecca. Nakia does Caucasian locks. I don't do Caucasian locks. I'm not going to try to do what another stylist does. I'm going to do my own thing. So consumers that are paying attention and listening, go to the stylist that you want to do that particular service, and if you are willing to stay with your stylist who doesn't do that particular service, then accept their interpretation of that. But you should never try to make someone feel bad for not being able to duplicate someone else's work because we are all different stylists.
And then at the end of the day, when you do things like that, you limit your stylist's creativity, exactly. And that's the main thing.
You give
so
them
at the same,
they go blank.
Right.
They go blank because now they can't think of exactly what they wanted to do. Even if they was to put their own twist on it, it's just gone. So
right.
And then trying to duplicate me, not to toot my own horn, but I can't do the same hairstyle twice on my own clients. So I know you ain't gonna be able to do it because my clients get shitty. They be like, this one you did last time. I'm like, do you realize how many times I've blinked since then?
Okay. How many heads I've done since then? I don't know.
They'll bring in pictures, this is a picture, this is the post, and I still can't do it. So consumers, once again, please stop that.
Yeah.
Mecca, being a younger stylist in the industry, tell us a little bit about your experience with customers.
Wow. I mean, good or bad, because I don't have them all.
What have you learned?
Yeah,
what has your customer taught you? What did you get?
Anger management. Anger management, because you come across a lot of ignorant people.
Yeah.
You come across a lot of ignorant people that just expect you to do, $100,000 work for $20.
Okay.
You have those ones.
Yeah.
The ones that want to owe you to the next time.
Oh, you don't do that, Mecca.
I stopped.
Don't ever do that.
I've stopped.
I don't take checks. Somebody wrote me a check.
I take checks.
After doing hair, I think I was doing hair a year.
Mm-hmm.
And I did a bridal party, and they wrote me a check on a closed account. And I haven't taken a check since.
I think my rules for checks is I have to have been doing your hair for at least 2 years for me to even think about getting a check.
Okay.
I have to know you're really going to come back.
Right.
No,
2 years, honey. I'm your household name, honey.
Right.
I've only got one client that pays me in checks, and she hasn't faltered so far. So,
okay, good.
So that's how it goes.
Now, prices. We all charge different prices. I don't think we compare each other prices. Everybody charges what works for them. I mean, there's some demographics based on geographical locations that you can, you can't step outside of, but I don't know. I think, to be honest, the three of us here talking, I don't think none of us charge what we're worth. And so for people to complain about our prices, and I think that's just crazy, because I'm like, I'm not even.
Yeah.
You're not really paying me.
Now, Terry is a household name.
Right.
Worldwide, world known.
I just told
yes,
him.
he could get by charging a stack if he wanted to in real life.
I told him one of my clients thought he charged $400 a head. I was like, yeah, I wish.
There's so many hating ass hairstyles out here.
Yeah.
Just telling people that I'm charging $1,000 to groom locks. I'm charging $400 or $500.
Not the style, not the extra.
And people are listening to them and stay with them. Okay, I'm gonna say this. New hairstylists.
What's that?
New hairstylists. You're trying to get business, so you're trying to promote your business. So you see somebody with natural, so you see somebody with lock, and you give them your card. Well, I know that it might be frustrating to try to give someone a card, and they go, "Oh yeah, Terry Baptiste does my hair." You're gonna hear that. And I try to be kind of understanding to it, because when I started, I only heard one name, and that person didn't do the type of services I do. Like, the younger stylists do what I do, but at that particular time, the only other person name I heard was a lady named Sujai. And Sujai was just super, super spiritual with her. She was on a whole nother level. So a lot of times you couldn't even get to her if your mind wasn't right. And when I was younger, my mind wasn't right at that time. I was about the coins. So I was like, okay, well, she can't do you because your spirit ain't right. Come on over here.
Okay.
Bring that devil and that dollar.
D square, honey.
Bring that devil and that dollar, and we're going to spend that. But looking back on that, I can't do that today. But people, oh my God, prices. You cannot barter down nobody else's service and nobody else's price. But going back to soliciting customers, this is how you're supposed to do it professionally and without stepping on the toes of your colleagues or other people in the industry. If I walk up to one of Nakia's clients and I say, hey, well, first, I ain't even going to do that. But let's say if I did.
If you did,
If I did walk up on someone and say, hey, I do locks, here's my card. If you tell me Nakia Style does your hair, and Nakia Style is someone that I look up to, I admire, or someone that has inspired me, I'm going to say, either A, I'm going to step back with my card and be like, you going to one of the best, you're cool. Or another way of getting your card to them is saying, hey, you never know what might happen. If you ever need a backup stylist, here's my card.
Proper way to do things.
Yeah, that is the most politically correct way to do it. But you don't go up to people like the motherfucker named Preston Clark goes up to people and say, I got you for half that price. You don't do that. You don't do that.
That has happened to me.
Exactly. And there's been plenty of times, being new, when I was new on the street 7 years back, and, being a trainee, and, I had to get it how I live. I had to go out there, honey, heels on, lipstick on, get my clients, Right. But at the same time, of course, I'm going to hear Terry Baptiste's name, and, people people that you look up to.
But you don't be no motherfucker that I invited you into my home.
I'm not gonna hate. I'm not gonna lie on you to get your business.
I've step on you all the way.
Yeah, I've inspired you. I inspired so many people. So when there's hairstyles I don't fuck with, it ain't because I'm hating on them being the next person. It's because, hey, I just stepped outside of my lane to help you to make sure you get where I'm at, and then you out here hating on me. Oh, you got me for half.
I'm happy.
Yeah, and you're colorblind.
Yes,
and you can't cut paper.
Yes,
well, yeah, of course you're half.
Yes, or honey, or don't come to Miss Nakia talking about, well, I got somebody that do it for $25. And you bend over her kitchen sink and smell chicken and greens. Well, baby, I don't do that, and that's fine. If that's your preference, that's your preference. But please don't try to, dictate and detour my way of being.
Right.
So,
I've had that one too. This lady called me and she was like, "Can I get a sew in?" I told her my starter price is $125 for first time clients. She was like, "That's too much for me." Phone got quiet. You know, it just got quiet. The
We're
line
gonna
got
get
quiet.
you a drawstring ponytail for $15.
But the whole line got quiet. Like crickets on both sides.
Right.
Yeah.
And I tell people this: you can't go to Walmart and rearrange their store. You can't say I don't like aisle 9, honey, and I want to move it to 11, because Walmart is gonna look at you silly, and it's the same way we're gonna look at you silly. Like, no, we're not about to do that.
Do you ladies think that because there are a lot? I mean, because like I said before, when I started, it was only 1 or 2 people doing it. Now there's a lot of people doing natural hair. Do you guys see the new people as well as the older generation? Do you guys see each other as competition? Because I feel like social media and the TV and everything, they're trying to get everyone to conquer and destroy each other. Like, who is supposed to be the best? And I think that everybody is good at their own shit. I don't think, I mean, I can't compete with Mecca. I can't compete with Nakia. You know, I think everybody has their own little thing, you know. And I always get on, and there's another reason why we're doing this talk, because I share so much, and people don't believe that I share as much.
He
as
does.
I share.
Yeah, he does.
He does, honey. I don't care if you knew.
When I first started working with him, I wasn't even working with him. He was just like, "Mecca, come here, come look at this. Okay, I'm doing this like this.
Yes.
Post this part right here."
I watch Terry be in fashion shows and get with the models. Well, do you know this designer? Well, you need to know all of this if you're going to be in the industry, you know.
Right.
Come to my studio. Let me give you a book.
Yeah.
A real good book.
Right.
And I'm looking like, as an assistant, like, you really about to give this girl
A hardback
book? Honey, we might not see her again.
Yeah, but
I
don't think any of us are a competition for each other. I think we need to stop watching all this TV and social media and stop trying to conquer and destroy each other. You know, because nobody can do you better than you.
Exactly.
You know? There are some organizations and companies in the city that's hosting natural hair shows that I do not participate in, because they have totally no respect for the natural hair community, and they're taking advantage of a trend topic. And you guys need to stop supporting this coon shit.
Yeah, that's very good.
If you're going to hold a natural hair competition, you need to have somebody that does natural hair on your judging panel. What the fuck are y'all judging?
Exactly.
If you're going to do a natural hair competition,
and
what are you looking for?
About natural hair.
You don't know shit about natural hair.
And you haven't came to ask a legend or anybody to be a part of it.
I hear about it, and I call all of my people. I'm like, hey, do you know anything about this? No. Do you know anything about this?
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
And people want to enter these natural hair competitions. It's foolish. So stop supporting these natural hair competitions hosted by people who have no interest in you but your money.
Exactly.
Black people. Stop being fooled.
Exactly.
Let's talk products, ladies.
Okay, so since she started mentioning that about the people that don't have anything to do with natural hair that want to do business, so now you have all these product lines coming out with natural hair and don't really know anything about natural hair, and it's really become a very big gimmick. So
because basically what they're doing is they're taking the products that they have for other hair textures, put a little Kimi oil in it, and now they say
the latest tree nut, honey.
Right.
The latest tree nut, honey, is argan oil.
Argan oil,
Okay, it was shade, then it was olive, then it was grapeseed, honey.
Jojoba oil.
What's Garnier, honey? That's a whole white line for our products. And what do they know about our natural hair? I don't know.
Right.
What I didn't understand is Pantene came out with the relaxed and natural line.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's relaxed hair, but it's supposed to still be natural. Your naturally relaxed hair. I don't get it.
Yes.
So what's that? The new S curl or something?
No. It's for naturally relaxed hair.
What you say? It's in the middle, honey. It's an S curl.
Yeah, they say it's for naturally relaxed hair.
Yes.
I don't understand what natural relaxed hair is.
So it's really time for people to start getting educated about their hair, about products, about what's good for your hair, so you can read between the lines. You can look on the product and say, oh, well, this ingredient works, or this one doesn't, or you know what I'm saying. So
now, what products would you guys suggest that people should definitely stay away from?
Stay away from?
Yeah.
Beeswax,
alcohol. You don't want to dry out the hair. What else? Beeswax, alcohol.
What if y'all had people coming? Because y'all know clients will bring their products in on you.
Oh, that souffle stuff. What's that?